May 1st, 2024. This year it is explosive. Not just going to be. I mean, this is May. We're why the year's practically over. So I tend to think in terms of quarters, like 3 month segments, which is kind of maps to the seasons. So you see, for the business plan, it doesn't really matter what we release. What's important is that we release something. At a very minimum, we could release another meme token that has it's fluffy. It's all fluff. Um, there, it doesn't need to be anything more. And okay, check mark. We'll move on to the next always looking at the next project, research and development. Um, research and development gets quarter to a third of the budget. And see, in my project portfolio, my target is to have 3 or 4 really solid profit makers, 3 or 4 break evens, and 3 or 4 that are likely losing money and seem to be losers or failures, but we're learning and we're going in a direction. And annually we should call out the duds, those that we don't want to do and aren't really making money, and allocate resources towards the ones that we want to do more of and are bringing in the money. Simple, n'est-ce pas? So I'm working on character development too, and I need people to help me with that work. Um, no, Green Terra Myrrh is going to basically be a huge team, a society of mind, a society of agents, whether that be machine or human. And with a constant stream of projects, we're constantly breaking teams apart and putting teams together, even if there may be some teams that evolve that certain people are like my cybernauts or my IT team or my content producers or my animators or my graphic artists or whatever you got, I can put it to work. Yeah, and as we go from cyberspace and augmented reality on into brick and mortar, we'll be targeting ambiance a lot. You haven't heard me say it probably because I don't tend to say it every day these days, but I'm all about vibrational wellness. And that goes back to the Helen Home AI project, whose mission is to wrap its occupants in comfort and well being. That leads a broad enough ontology or umbrella to have lifetimes to populate with. So, but it's all about people, people first. This is a vision of compassion. My joy is a grand vision of compassion. My fun is trying to make it so. Oh, plenty of smiling and laughing. um, I love Jack Benny. I know of no comedian who could just put his hand on his face for 5, 10 minutes and have the audience rolling in the aisles, so to speak. Raffle. ROFL? Raffle. Remind me sometime and I'll tell you about my theories on where the English language will be in 100 years. I'm home. What was that? What did you say? I adore voiceover actors. I want some. I can put you to work. Oh, yeah. Question is, are you willing to work and are you willing to learn? And if you're not willing to learn, then maybe I can't put you to work, but I probably can. There are so many businesses that would just be huge that we could run. Why are people wage slaves? I've never I've never understood being a wage slave. Okay, so we're beyond memes. I mean, those should be easy. We can just crank those out. One of the really powerful things besides AI is I've been finding on YouTube a lot of mentors that are willing to teach you how to do this modern technology. And so all I need is people that are willing to watch them and give it a try, and I can maybe like a work lab or something. Yeah, it's a good model. Labs look over their shoulder or something and make suggestions. Maybe help them be an extra pair of eyes. I used to tell myself when I was doing my IT work, um, a lot of troubleshooting and problem solving, of course. Uh, if the problem isn't where you expect it, then where is it? Yeah. Expect the unexpected, right? So you go look at what you don't expect it to be, and you don't find the problem. So where is it? You better go back and check what you expected because maybe it was right in front of you. And what I bring that up is thinking sometimes an extra pair of eyes or something I've learned is sleep on it. That is, go do something else, come back later, and there it is. I'm thinking of a time when I was working at Tektronix that I was trying to configure an X terminal or something, and I was raging with flu. In those days, I used to say, holiday is a day without pay, and vacation is spelled FLU. So I guess I was a workaholic, and I don't usually think of myself as a workaholic, but I guess I am. And I was working. I shouldn't have been. I should have been called in sick. And in feverish stupor, I was working on this thing all day. And then the next day I came in, I guess I was over it. I don't know if I was over the flu, but I was over the fever. And I walked in, and within a couple of minutes, I did what I'd spent the whole day trying to do previously. And that's where a good manager, is one that says, no, go home, rest. This is time for rest and recuperation. Come back in if being effective tomorrow. Okay. Next video.